Your devices will never run out of power with this power bank. Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here, and like so many people, I have a lot of mobile devices. I have a lot of things that have batteries in them, which means that at any given point, something is running low, something has its little battery icon going into the red zone, or something has just stopped working. Might be my flashlight, might be my AirPods, might be one of my smartphones, it might even be my watch, right? So at any given time, I'm looking for power and trying to figure out, how do I juggle all that and make sure I have the power I need without having to constantly be sitting by power outlets. Enter this. This is the Monoprice 20,000 milliamp hour 5-port power bank with wireless charging, and it is a bit of a beast. Now, I can tell you that it has those, like I said, 5 ports. So on the bottom, there's 2 USB-A 2.4 amp plugs. There's one that's orange. That one is actually an AI-based charging system that can deliver up to 22.5 watts. It will negotiate with compatible devices like really every modern smartphone. And then on the side, there's USB-C that is actually running Power Delivery 3.0, and that can deliver up to 20 watts, and that's also how you can charge it. Or there's a micro USB that's input only, and that's also for charging. I'm not sure why that one even exists on here. I'd rather see 2 USB-C, but be that as it may, you got 3 USB-A, 1 USB-C, and then on the front you have Qi wireless charging, and this is up to 15 watts. So that's a pretty nice wireless charging unit. You can charge up to 5 units simultaneously. And 20,000 milliamp hour, just by comparison, your typical smartphone has about a 4,800 to 5,000 milliamp hour battery. So this can give you at least 3 more full charges. That's very handy. More importantly, you can charge multiple things simultaneously. Now, you will need to bring your own wires. It does include one wire that's USB-C to USB-A, so that's helpful. In fact, let's go ahead and use that, and we'll plug in my Google Pixel. So now that one's charging. You see that? It's charging. It says so on the bottom. And then let's see, I have plenty of cables for this test. So now I have an iPhone 14 Pro, so I still need to use a lightning connector. So we'll do that on the side. So we got USB-C to lightning connector, and we'll plug that in, and there's the battery icon on the top corner. So now we got 2 things charging. I'm gonna just keep going. And let's see, so my flashlight, this is actually this very slick flashlight, also uses USB-C, so let's do USB-C. Oh, actually, nope, that's micro USB. And I don't have a micro USB cable here, so we'll leave the flashlight alone. I do have, however, lightning to USB-A, so I'll use that. Well, you know, let's use that for my AirPods, and that's easily done by just plugging it in on the bottom. And you hear that ding? That means it's charging. And while I'm at it, let's see, I have another USB-C, so let's do this. Let's unplug my phone. I'm gonna use the USB-C to charge my Apple Watch, and we're gonna do that by plugging that into the USB-C. This is, as it happens, getting all this to work. And so now I'm gonna put my watch on here, and that should show us, there you go, there's that icon showing that the battery on the watch is being charged. And now I have my other phone, so what am I gonna do? Wireless charge it. So I'm gonna just put it on top, and there we go, it's a 95% charge. So we got one phone charging, a second phone charging, my earbuds charging, and my watch charging, all simultaneously, all plugged into this Monoprice power bank. That's pretty cool. Now, what else can I tell you? There is, if I move things out of the way, there's an LCD power level, and that's really wonderful because you don't have to worry, gee, I wonder if I have any power left in my power bank. It shows you I have 88%, so I got plenty of juice to power all these different devices. And like, you know, as you can see, you can simultaneously charge multiple devices, which is pretty important. And then in terms of dimensions, let me go ahead and unplug everything now. I'll have to charge them again momentarily. So this is 6.1 inches by 2.8 inches by 1.0 inch, and it is 13.4 ounces. It is definitely heavier than your smartphone, but it's also the equivalent of 3 or 4 smartphone batteries all jammed into one little unit. So that's pretty sweet. And just as a quick tour of the edges and such, you can see that there's the 3 USB-A on the bottom, USB-C and micro USB on the right-hand side, and a power button where you can just test your battery and power level on the left side. And of course on the front is both the Qi wireless charging and the display that shows you your current charge. So that's really everything. I gotta say, I really like it. It's a tiny bit of a hassle having to bring your own cables, and obviously you don't always have the right cords and cables, but that's sort of the nature of things right now, and that's why we're at a transition point where, like, the iPhone 15 is moving to USB-C. If everything just used the same connector, imagine how much easier that would be. Until then, we have this that supports 4 different styles of charging simultaneously, and there's a lot to say for that. So this is, well, actually, hang on. Before I tell you the price, I'm going to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up if you found this to be useful and interesting. Cool. Now, this is the Monoprice 20,000 milliamp hour 5-port power bank with wireless charging, and it's $34.99, currently discounted down to $29.99 at monoprice.com. This is not something you're going to carry with you every day, but if you're off to a trade show or an expo or you're backpacking or something, this is a fantastic device to bring along, because whatever it is you want to charge, just make sure you got the right cables and you got plenty of juice on this device. And then of course, whenever you need to recharge, you just plug it in overnight and the next morning grab it and you're good to go. And I'll give you this tip. If you're going to a big trade show or expo, you will be everyone's new best friend when you say, oh yeah, you can charge your phone off of my device at the same time as I'm charging mine. So lots to like here. That's everything I got. I'm going to, let's see, plug everything back in, starting with my watch. And that means that in about 2 seconds, there we go, I will catch you in my next video.